What if I told you that using few simple tweaks on your landing page, you could double or maybe even triple your conversions? I'm Soham, and in today's video, I'm breaking down exactly how to turn your landing page into a 10x conversion machine. So stick around because at the end of this, you will have a game plan to get more clicks, signups, and sales. So let's dive in. So, before we start talking about these strategies, let's be real. Okay, landing page is your digital salesperson. It's the first thing that when your visitor comes on your website or your product page, when they click on ad, email link, or social post. That's the first thing that they see. And if it's confusing, boring, or plain messy, you're losing money. A high converting landing page grabs attention, builds trust, and gets people to take action, whether they are buying, signing up, or downloading a file. So, how do you make that happen? And that's what we're going to discuss in this video. So, I'm sharing four proven tips, and these are battle tested tips for your landing page that basically converts like crazy. So, the first thing is let's talk about hero section. Okay, so I use these two frameworks that I'm going to be sharing with you. You can use any one of them. All right, and if you know and if you're well aware, your hero section and your headline is the first thing visitors see, and it's got to hit hard. So make sure that you make it specific, benefit driven, and crystal clear. So so first framework that I use is who, why, and what framework. So what happens over here is you are telling your visitors who is this app for. So as you can see in the screen, you can see the example over here. So this is just a dummy hero section that I built. So as you can see, who, as it's marked as this app is for engineers. Why? Because they want to build a better product. And what is going to be the sub description? So you can see, and you can use this framework because your headlines are at like 5x more than your body copy. So make sure you are using a catchy headlines which has a hook as well. So the first framework is who, why, and what. The second framework is an outcome or a benefit of using your product. All right, so what happens over here is in the headline, yeah, you giving them what outcome or what are the benefits of using your product. So that's going to be the first heading. The sub description or the subheading is going to be how they're going to achieve their goal using your product. All right, and one of the main thing that I see is a lot of people don't use an engaging visuals in the hero section. And I kid you not, I mean, I see there are a lot of people out there who are using AI tools like Lovable, Bolt, Base 44, and I understand. I mean, it helps you to pick up speed and ship your product. But what they end up doing is they're using the same generic AI crap, and I could like smell them from far away. I know that this landing page has been built by a AI software or AI tool because it has the same purple gradient. It has cars which has some animation or hover effect, and the text is like you could literally see that it's been written by AI. So spend some time in your hero section because that's the first thing that your visitors see whenever they land on your landing page, and that should be captivating. What I believe is your landing page should be, it should tell a story. Your visitors should be able to relate with your product the moment they land on your landing page. So the first is what, why framework for your hero section, or the second framework is outcome benefit. Now the most simple trick to use this is, I'm pretty sure that you are well aware of your product. Just open up chat gpt. All right, give him some information about your app or about your product, and you can use any one of the framework and just get the keywords or SEO words from them. All right, and then just spend 30 minutes, just go through it and make your own version, make your own humanized version and not the AI version. You should use AI as your leverage to to ideate the whole process. So we're done with the hero section. Tip number two, social proof. Now, this section should be the second section. As soon as your hero section is done, and then you should show the social proof or the testimonial. What I see on most of the landing page or websites is the testimonials is at the end of the website. Now, how are you sure that your visitor is going to stay till the end? What I believe is the moment they see the hero section, the next thing is they need to see the reviews, or what are the feedback about your product. And that's why your next section should be about social proof. So social proof act as a trust signal. It shows your potential customers that your product has some positive experience and gives it has something to offer. All right, so make sure that it's humanized and not AI, built by AI. All right, and make sure that it could be anything. It could be reviews, it could be testimonials, it could be feedback as well. It could be company logos if you're partnering with. If your app has been used by other companies, you could use their logos as well. And whoever is the contact person, you can quote them as well. But make sure that there is something to read, because like in our life, right, if we want to try out a new place, a new restaurant, the first thing that we do is we check Google reviews and we see the star rating. That's what I do, and I believe 90% not 95% or 99% of people do the same thing. Same thing applies on your landing page as well for your product. The first thing that people do is check if this product legit. Are there really people out there who are using it? And if you have a database of users, just run a feedback loop, get feedback from them, tell them, hey, I want to do a testimonial, I can give you a shout out. There are different ways you can tell them, and you can get the feedback from them, and then you can post it over here. And I would suggest, like, you can use anything. You can use video if your customers are comfortable in front of screen. You can use videos as well. If not, just quote them. That's it. It's that simple. Now let's move to the third tip, which is pain, or showing the challenges. But here's a little tweak. All right. So I use this framework called as PAS copywriting framework. So PAS stands for problem, agitation, and solution. So this is a proven copywriting method that grabs attention, stirs emotion, and leads naturally to your product or service. So what you're basically doing is you're showing their life without using your product, and then after using your product, what enhancement, or how they're going to level up. So as you can see on the example on the right hand side, we have an upgrade your HR team from spreadsheets to strategy, and we have two columns over here. So the first one is without personio. So you can see the old way, and you can see a lot of crossover there. That's the real struggle or pain points that customers or potential customers are going through. And on the right hand side, you can see using personia, what are changes or what updates they get, right? So you can use this in your landing page. So hero section, social proof, and your third section should be this pain or challenge section. All right. So you see, you're creating a whole journey for your potential customers. First thing, they see hero, they are able to relate with your product. Then they see the social proof, which is a which builds a trust within them, like, okay, this product is legit. Now the third section is the pain point, and you're literally showing them, like, this is your life without using our product, and if you're using your product, these are the advantages and pros that you get. So it's that simple. Moving on to the fourth and the last tip, benefit. Now, most of the people confuse this with features. This is also known as features, but what I believe is feature tells and benefits seal. And why I say this is feature is like what the product does in technical terms. And benefits is like how your product helps user to solve their problems. And you can see on the screen the difference between both of them. At one side, you can see, we have features over here, and you can see it's pretty technical track steps taken on each day and all the other stuff. But on the right hand side, you can see the benefits, and you can see the how your benefit section is conveying that how your product helps user to solve their problem. So highlight like 3 to 4 key features, okay, but just convert or rephrase or improvise them into a benefit. That's the key. That's all for today's video. If you're really loving my content, do like and subscribe to my channel. And if you're really serious about building your own SaaS application that makes 5K or 10K per month, I do have a community. So be part of that community, because I'm going to be one-on-one mentoring you, reviewing your build from start to end, and I'm going to be with you throughout this journey. So I'll see you inside.